trick when you're front squatting is my normal height of when I set up the rack is normally at 19. And that's for when I'm regular like squatting and stuff. But with me doing front squats, I'm gonna drop it down one lower, simply because if I ever get stuck and stuff like that, and let's say my elbows are down, I'm still able to get into the hook here rather than trying to get it up over here. Which again, this is the number here and the rack connects there. So technically, I'm at, what is it, 16. So if I were to bring this up to 19, I'd be at 17. Yeah. So just something to think about when you're doing front squats and stuff. Even though I know people don't use barbells no more, they just all do everything on a machine. So, but front squat and use, when I get to my, I don't say like my heaviest weight, or when I guess the heaviest I'm gonna go today, then we'll add the eccentric hooks, see what I can do with that. What you'll do is use these to help you with controlling that extra weight or that heavier weight. So let's say my PR is 315 on the full squat. I would do 225, then add these on with a 25 at the bottom of it, and just focus on going down nice and controlled. Boom, and once they hit and they come off, then I can explode up. Then I'll add more weight. Once I get past that 315 mark, then these here will help you with accommodating that amount of weight that you're gonna be utilizing, because the body's already used to lifting that amount of weight. Plus it makes it a little bit harder because like a camber bar, the weight is down below you. So it's just hanging and it's swinging, so it's causing you to use a lot of stability muscles or fibers to help stabilize yourself, so that way you can control that weight. So it's basically eccentric loading, so loading up your eccentric phase of the movement. That's all I got in me. All right, so that's it for today. Kind of a hybrid type of day. Mostly focused on hamstrings, but did a lot of movements for inner thigh, which is still your hamstring, and some things for quads. Like I use the front squat, kind of a wider stance to hit both hamstring and quad. And we use the eccentric hooks. This is I wanted to start feeling heavier weight, so I can start pushing more and more weight. Didn't really push too much volume today on the front squat, but did what I came to do. And then from there was I think we did leg press after that. Leg press was good. Just focus on a lot of deep squats. Deep presses, deep range of motion. And when you come down on that leg press, the way I did it, I wasn't too narrow and I wasn't too wide either. I was kind of like just slightly outside of my hip width, so I could focus a lot more on that glute ham tie-in right in there, inner thigh, and also the teardrop of my quad. Especially when you go for that press, I came down, let it touch the bottom, kind of rested a little bit without losing tension, and then drive it the rest of the way through. So that was really intense for me. Hack squat, I think it was.
Yeah.
So like I said, just slightly outside of hip width, and I worked a lot with increasing the incline on the hack. I went all the way up to, what was it, 83 degrees? I think it was like 83 to 85 degrees right there, just messing with the intensity of it. And when I get to the top of where I was, I think it was like 85 degrees. During that set, as I'm going, I'm constantly decreasing it as going. And I was able to concentrate more and more and focus on that inner thigh. So, and then came here to this movement that I've been doing as of late is I call it the Bulgarian RDLs, dumbbell Bulgarian RDLs. Man, this is like a dream movement for me, because most of the time with RDLs, I don't really feel it too much in my hamstrings. I mostly feel a lot in my glutes and even in my calves from like pressing into the ground. With these here, I can still press into the ground, still feel my calf and everything, but I get so much more hamstring and that glute ham tie-in with this movement, so works out amazing. I love it. So I was only able to get 8 reps in both sets, 3 sets. So really intense. But one thing that you want to like focus on when you're doing this movement of the dumbbell RDLs, dumbbell Bulgarian RDLs, is I kind of like dig my toes into the ground and force my heel into the ground as I'm pulling in, and sit back a little bit into it. And that's going to really make a world of difference of feeling it from being in your hamstrings to feeling it just all glutes or even lower back. So that was my day today. Intense, but more just concentrated type movements, not so much of heavy volume. And yeah, so we'll catch you on the next time. Make sure to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. As usual, follow me on Instagram, tflex, TFLEXX001. And then also follow the TFX page, TFX_training facility. Holla at me.